The Growth Mindset, A Primer for Parents by Eric Forsyth. Once you finish viewing this video, you will leave with a basic understanding of the growth mindset and why it is important for every student to have. What is the growth mindset? Growth mindset is the idea that a person's abilities can be developed through hard work and perseverance. On the other hand, a fixed mindset is one in which a person believes that they will always be bad at something if they already are. In short, the growth mindset can be attributed to the old adage of hard work pays off in the end. Unfortunately, I find that this is a concept that many students that I work with don't possess. I aim to change that within my own classroom setting. Why should I care about growth mindset? Having a growth mindset has many benefits, especially in the areas of business, education, and sports. The growth mindset really applies to all aspects of life. As you can see, its applications are not only academic in nature. Who started all of this? Currently, a professor of psychology at Stanford University by the name of Carol Dweck is the spokesperson for this movement. Carol Dweck is the godmother of the growth mindset. She continues to produce content and research on the subject. Having the correct mindset is everything. In one study, Blackwell and her colleagues followed hundreds of students making the transition to 7th grade. They found that students with a growth mindset were more motivated to learn and exert effort, and outperformed those with a fixed mindset in math, a gap that continued to increase over the 2-year period. This study shows that as students get older and realize that they can change things about themselves, this does in fact lead to a higher understanding of one's own intelligence. Educating our children about it boosts motivation. In another study, also with adolescents, Blackwell and her colleagues divided students into 2 groups for a workshop on the brain and study skills. Half of them, the control group, were taught about the stages of memory. The other half received training in the growth mindset, how the brain grows with learning to make you smarter, and how to apply this idea to their schoolwork. 3 times as many students in the growth mindset group showed an increase in effort and engagement compared with the control group. So essentially, in this study, the researchers taught one group of students rote memorization and the other growth mindset strategies. Not surprisingly, the students with the growth mindset strategy showed positive behaviors after the fact. Another thing to point out is that Carol Dweck was a participant in both of these studies. Your IQ really is up to you. It's also important to know that the growth mindset has been receiving scientific confirmation from cognitive psychology and from neuroscience. For example, neuroscientists track students during their teenage years. For many students, they found substantial changes in performance on verbal and nonverbal IQ tests. Using neuroimaging, they found corresponding changes in the density of neurons in the relevant brain areas for these students. In other words, an increase in neuronal connections in the brain accompanied an increase in IQ test performance, while a decrease in neuronal connections in the brain accompanied a decrease in IQ test performance. This is just what brainology teaches. So the growth mindset isn't only psychology-based. There is a basis for it in neuroscience as well. This is undeniable proof that this concept works. Lastly, here are some helpful links and tools about the growth mindset if you are so inclined. The first link takes you to a TED Talk by the godmother of growth mindset herself, Carol Dweck. The second YouTube link takes you to another TED Talk by Eduardo Brasino. I personally found the second video more interesting. Lastly, there is an image of Carol Dweck's book on the growth mindset called Mindset. I hope this video was helpful and that you too will adopt a growth mindset.